Hi, this is Sammy Hotchkiss, talking sports. Today's guest is Coach Tom Unger, assistant football coach at West Haven High. Hi, Coach.
How's it going, Sam? Great to be here. What questions do you have for me today, Sam?
Coach, a little something about you.
All right. Well,
Where you went to school.
yep. I went to Fairfield University, and it was actually a really awesome situation in 1996. I'm dating myself, my age here, but they started a 1AA football program, so I was able to start there from the ground up. So day one, there was 115 freshmen, a few transfer students mixed in, and we went 1-8 that first year. I was fortunate to start every game that year, and then we built the program up, and by my senior year we were back-to-back 9-2 teams, and we had won a league title, and it was just a really neat place to be. It was awesome to start from the bottom and see it build up to that level.
Coach, what position did you play in school?
When I was a high school football player, I played offensive line as a guard. I loved pulling and trapping and all that good stuff. And then I played defensive end and defensive tackle. Then in college, I got recruited to play defensive line, so I was called a 3-technique defensive tackle. So I lined up on the outside of the guard. Most important position on the defense, arguably, you could say. You know, that's what Aaron Donald's position for the Rams, the 3-technique. I'm not quite Aaron Donald, but I was okay.
How many years have you been at West Haven High?
This is my 5th year already teaching and coaching here. I started here I coached spring practice in the spring of 2015. The 2015 season was my first full season teaching and coaching here, and it's been great. It's been good, a very good 5 years.
What subject do you teach at the high school?
I am a math teacher, and I'm teaching Algebra 2 this year, but I've taught Algebra 1, geometry, and one thing that's kind of nice about being nothing against phys ed teachers that coach, no offense, Coach McCarthy, or any other coaches, Coach Morrell, but being a math teacher and a coach, I can have a direct impact on some of my students. I can, math is sometimes an area where a football player or a student athlete might struggle. Now I'm a better resource to help them, and if they have a question, I can be on top of it and make sure they're doing okay.
What are the rest of the coaches on your staff?
We have the head coach is Rich Bochet. Assistant coaches are Leonard Duffus, who's in his first year. Mark Maines, who's a West Haven High graduate, coaches our defensive backs. Leonard, who I mentioned, coaches the defensive line. And Coach Leno, who we all know, Coach Leno, helps out with the outside linebackers. And that's our defensive group. We have 4 guys, and Coach Bo helps out with the nose guards during practice. Then the offensive side of the ball, our offensive coordinator is Anthony Lucibello. I help him out with the offensive line. His wide receiver coach is Coach Sidney. Coach Maines helps out with the running backs, and that kind of rounds us out a little bit there.
Who are the captains and key players for this year's squad?
Our 3 captains are Andre Rentis, who's a quarterback who transferred back to West Haven after being here when he was a Pop Warner player. Justin Medina and Jordan Barrios. I run the strength and conditioning program for the West Haven football team as well. And all 3 guys, their teammates voted for them, and their work in the off season was tremendous. All 3 of those guys showed up every day in the summer, in the winter, in the spring, and they helped make themselves bigger, stronger, and faster. And that's kind of why those are some of our top players. We have a good turnout in our off-season conditioning programs, and those 3 guys really help set a tone for the younger players. There's some other key players. We had a transfer student, Tamayo Ferreira, who's actually doing some math right here while we work. He came to us he has 4 interceptions on the season. Inside linebackers, so I will give the defensive guys some love. James Parker and Perrion Butler and Manny Hobble play inside linebacker for us. They do a nice job. Devin Coleman is a under the radar name. He goes actually to the Easton's school on the Post Road, but he's got an uncle who played here in the 90s, Snooty Coleman, who was outstanding, and Devin is a really good player in the line of Coleman's. And I think he's a kid that, if he realizes what his potential is, is a kid who could end up being a really, really good college football player wherever he ends up. And then, offensively, Devin plays on the offensive line as well. Some other guys who've done a nice job all year. Malachi Wright, he's a potential to be an all-state linebacker either this year or next year. Plays with great intensity. He's our best, he's just our, he's one of our best just defensive players. He's just a football player. He takes on blocks, he runs to the ball. The hand kids remembered him pretty well. He brings it every day.
You have 3 games left. Obviously, you guys playing Notre Dame tonight, Xavier and Prep.
Correct. So we have arguably the hardest schedule in the state, but again, we're West Haven High School, so we should have one of the hardest schedules in the state.
Yeah.
And it's been an up and down year, but it's been a competitive year.
Yeah.
We played Newtown, we'll be undefeated. We played them great up at their place.
Yeah.
We had a great game against Shelton to start the season.
Yeah.
So these 3 games mean a lot to us. There's some selfish reasons. We're a public school, and these are 3 private Catholic schools.
Yeah.
No offense to anybody watching who went to those schools or appreciates the Catholic faith. We're not anti-Catholic, but we know as a public school, they have resources that we don't have, and they recruit from numerous towns.
Yeah.
So when you get a chance to play the private schools and have an opportunity to beat them, it's a great thing. So we're looking forward to a great game tonight. Coach Boucher informed the team that if we can pull off our win tonight, we will be the first team since the class of 1979 to beat Notre Dame 4 years in a row. Apparently the class of 78 did the same thing. So there was a period of time where West Haven had beat them 5 years in a row. So anytime you can beat your backyard rival is tremendous.
Yeah.
All 3 are very good teams. Notre Dame is well coached.
Yeah.
Xavier is on a bounce back. They're coming on strong. And Fairfield Prep is their typical, strong team that we'll have to be ready for.
Yeah.
Just one game at a time, though, Sam. That's the goal. They go 1-0 this week. They'll try to go 1-0 next week.
Yeah. You have a good incentive to win tonight.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be a great football game. It's going to be about who wants the game more than the other guys.
Yeah.
They're going to be excited to play us. We're going to be excited to play them.
Yeah.
We had a tough loss last week, but our players showed up to practice every day. They worked hard this week. That's what they do, and that's the expectation. So I think we're prepared to win the game.
Yeah.
We just have to come out with the mindset that we deserve to win, and we prepared to win.
Yeah. I'll be there tonight with my boys.
Excellent. We have a great student section in our games. The bomb squad is always fired up. Always appreciated. It's nice seeing the support, and look forward to seeing everybody there. Hopefully with some good feelings after the game as well.
Okay, thank you, Coach, for taking on no time out with me.
No, my pleasure, Sam. Thank you so much.
This is Sammy Hotchkiss. Until next time, talking sports.